there. If he goes down, I mean, I don't know if the tight end would go down unless it's playing that way.
Well, he could go down and you could get, if they run power, he blocks down and you can get kicked, but the fullback can kick you out.
Yep. And that's why, again, that would be the down block. So if you go down, I come down here, that fullback's coming, I am ripping a hole right through his inside.
Yeah.
So that would be kind of the trap. That would be where we'd wrong arm it like that. So power would be a good example of that. So you want him closing in and keeping that inside. We want him to bounce because if he opens up, there's going to be a huge gaping hole there.
And then the butt's got to be facing the sideline pretty well.
Yeah, I usually, and you're going to hear a lot of different philosophies like this, like this. I personally like him maybe an extra yard out, but facing in. And I think that it's a better leverage for him.
So he's a yard out of the, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
So he's a yard out of the tight end?
Yeah.
Yard outside.
About a yard.
Yeah.
If you got a fast tight end, maybe a yard and a half.
Yeah. Unless you're seeing a ton of power, if a team's just running power,
that's what they do.
I would
if they're making it to the outside, then you got to. That's their sweet spot.
Okay. If they're going to the outside more, I would have them maybe more of a yard out. If they're running between the tackles, I would tighten them down a little bit more. Then if they're going outside, then I would have them a yard out. You can have them even in like this. And the only knock on that is if they go outside, you know, being able to reroute it. They say like this is better. I don't like this because you have to step down horizontally. It's not as comfortable as if I'm facing him. I got the back leg trigger. Boom! Man, I'm coming right out the ball.
45 degrees, but the winds is off this guy's outside leg.
Yep. Yep, and still shooting those hands.
You're attacking this side. Right?
That side, yep. The worst thing they could do, and it happens even with our D lineman, is I take too much of a step here. Now he's got all that outside leverage. So that's a drill you could do. Come over here, Grease.
We had like 6 guys on the line.
Hey, if he's faced, you might have a drill where you just do this every time. And watch their feet, because if they're too far like this, they're going to have a problem on a down block. If they're too far like this, they're going to have too far about here, so you have to get that feet work down. So that would be great. So those same drills you could do, and actually when we play that, we'll have our linebackers come do all our D-line stuff, which they love to do. So
his inside foot will be the first step.
Yep.
Will his feet be pretty well, none of this?
I'd have it with your feet, you could probably go to arch, almost like an offensive line, because then you can go both ways.
And inside foot back?
Yep. Yep, inside foot back. Yep, if you're there, it's like this. If you're on the left side, it's like this.
And that's some of our best athletes, and if they succeed, usually your defense succeeds. That ends at feet.
Yeah. So for us, would be like outside linebackers.
Yeah.
Evan, you played that. Let's show an example of it.
I played against Portage Central.
Yeah, Portage Central, because they love to run veer and all that fun stuff. So we put Evan in. Evan was one of the only linemen that was in a 2-point stance, was against Portage Central, but we still run the same drills, all right? So let's run it. We'll just do that. Do it down. On set. Sit. Close, 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 close. And if that fullback's coming, again, his eyes are downhill on that. So let's go with the reach, though. This is where it's key if they're trying to get outside. All right, he's trying to blow a hole through his outside shoulder to keep that outside leverage. Sit. Right there. And you can adjust it. If you're saying, man, my end is too slow getting up the ball, you can widen him out a little bit more too, just depending on that. But does that make sense?
That was it right there. What happens? You try to get your defensive guy out there quicker.